Hey everybody, it's your friend Daniel Hutchins. We're back again for another late night video. Yes, a late night video. Today we are talking about the Ghost Rider. Yep, the Ghost Rider. Yep, Ghost Rider. Ghost Rider news. Yep. From our friend Screen Rant. Yep, from our friend Screen Rant. Ghost Rider has proved that he can beat the Hulk in one brutal move. Okay, that's what we're talking about. Now, after defeating one of the more sinister villains in Marvel Multiverse, Ghost Rider proves that he could also beat the Hulk just using one brutal move. 6 hours ago, one in the R spoilers for Avengers Forever number 3. The immense power of the Ghost Rider has been very rarely used against the Hulk. But when Robbie Reyes takes on a truly sinister threat, Ghost Rider proves he can also beat the Hulk anytime he wants, with one brutal move. The Hulk has gone up against Robbie Reyes' Ghost Rider on numbers of occasions throughout the Immortal Hulk run. He then, along with the other Avengers, try to incapacitate the Hulk, but again, this fights the Hulk and shows easily defeating Ghost Rider, but Robbie has yet to reach his full potential during that battle. Now, again, in latest examples of power, Ghost Rider shows he's easily able to take down the Hulk, usually, especially with the Hulk in his current form in Marvel Comics. Okay, in Avengers Forever number 3 by Jason Aaron, Ghost Rider finds himself captured by villainous Black Skull from alternate universe where the Red Skull and the Venom variant has ruled with the Iron Fist. The universe's Avengers are successful in rescuing the Ghost Rider from the Black Skull's clutches, but the Ghost Rider refuses to simply escape if he wants to take down Black Skull once and for all. Again, the villain is taken off the guard, but Ghost Rider beats him by using the move he would most notably use to defeat the Hulk. Okay, alright, Ghost Rider explains that since the Red Skull is bonded to the Venom symbiote, his original body is something of an engine that powered the vessel for his symbiote. Again, we know this if you remember reading the comics, but if you didn't, I'm catching you all up. Now again, Black Skull is often considered to a vehicle of hatred and villainy, since Robbie Reyes, the All Rider, a multiversial Ghost Rider, is broke down the newly achieved power by I am the All Rider, which means I can drive anything. In Ghost Rider, he then proceeds to strip the symbiote from Black Skull and absorbs it to himself. He drags the villain body out, uses Hell Charger, and then again the current Hulk run by Donny Cates and Ryan Otley, Bruce Banner has effectively turned the Hulk into a vehicle of destruction, also rise known as the Starship Hulk, with Prime Consciousness controlling the Hulk's powerful body, the Hulk's consciousness powering this entire starship, since the Hulk is basically a vehicle driven by Bruce and powered by the Hulk. Ghost Rider can use his All Rider power to take control of the Hulk and beat him to a pulp, where the same move he used against the Black Skull. Okay, again, let me know your thoughts about that. I think it's pretty cool. Um, I'm saving the photo that's below it. Okay, I'm gonna use those photos later, guys, just so you guys know. Now, this unlocked ability that Robbie Reyes Ghost Rider has achieved, giving him an extra edge he needs over the Hulk. Especially since now, after all the losses Ghost Rider suffered to the Hulk during the Immortal Hulk, the Robbie Reyes Ghost Rider isn't the only one to give a Hulk a run for his money. The Ghost Rider and Warwell Hulk tie-in, Ghost Rider and Hulk has engaged in brutal combat to unable to overpower the other. In the end, though, Ghost Rider deems to be Hulk's violent actions justified after all his pain that the Earth heroes have put him in, and through him continues his war. Now, the closest Ghost Rider ever to defeat the Hulk in a stalemate, but again, the development of Pages of Avengers Forever, their fight has to be much different outcome. Ghost Rider can take over the vehicle, we know the Starship Hulk, by tapping on his multiversial All Rider powers, proving that he can beat the Hulk with one brutal move. Okay, now I'm gonna talk about something else. Is Marvel's version of the Fight Club is somehow way more disturbing. Now, if you remember the movie The Fight Club, well, Marvel actually has their own version of the Fight Club, only it's more disturbing. So, with the launch of the Ghost Rider, their latest saga, Marvel Comics has frozen Johnny Blaze in a world that is similar to the Fight Club, but his version is a way more darker. This is last month. Okay, warning for spoilers for Ghost Rider number 1. The late chapter of Ghost Rider's demonic saga, Marvel Comics creates their own version of the Fight Club. Again, somehow it's more disturbing than the original. And it is to say, Marvel has thrown Johnny Blaze into the mix, where Fight Club narrator had later revealed named Sebastian was during the events of the graphic novel Fight Club 2. Okay, so in Ghost Rider number 1, we know by Benjamin Percy and Corey Smith, Johnny Blaze finds himself living a life in the suburbs with his wife and his son and a daughter after he'd been led to believe his life as the Ghost Rider was nothing more than his own psychosis. Now, again, we know that's false, though, but again, Blaze is seeing a therapist but is prescribed antipsychotic medicine and is living a normal life. However, noted this, his world starts to unravel. Blaze then begins to see his life as a lie, and as an army of demons pretending to be his friends and his neighbors, keeping him trapped in the prison of his false reality. Blaze then accepts the horrific truth of circumstances, and therefore he unleashed his Ghost Rider once again. Starts on a path to discover who is responsible for making him doubt his own sanity. Johnny Blaze, he then begins his journey exactly like Sebastian did in Events of Fight Club. Now, again, we know Fight Club 2, we know Sebastian is married with a son in suburbs after events of Fight Club. The book, that's also based on a movie, is taken by mental institution after terrorist plans to split personality. Now, their ideas are thwarted, and then graphic novel sequels, of course, noted. Sebastian is an antipsychotic meds to keep, again, his dark alter ego in bay, while reality slowly slips out of his focus and his mind. The similarity or striking between those two storylines, except for the fact that Marvel Comics version was way more darker than the other Fight Club. Again, we know Sebastian doesn't have a firm grip on reality. His demons are only in the head, or should I say his head, and then no external forces influencing his life. On the other hand, though, Blaze is dealing with the demons he initially believes are all in his head. In fact, all around him, plotting his demise and laughing at his deteriorating mental state. Now, this is really freaking cool, guys. This is really cool. Now, given the fact that Johnny Blaze has, the Johnny Blaze Ghost Rider, he was portrayed by Nicolas Cage, if you remember, in the movies. So, it's pretty awesome. Again, another similarity between the two stories lies with the respective main character releasing their dark alter ego by keeping them suppressed for so long. The difference there was, however, the level of malevolence of each alter ego when their Ghost Riders were unleashed. The Spirit of Vengeance, based on the sequel Spirits of Vengeance, was where Johnny Blaze had to fight his demons that surrounded him. Tyler Durden takes over Sebastian's life again, but he launches a full-scale terrorist plot that would blast the whole world back into Stone Age, all against the wishes of Sebastian. While the situation were practically identical between Ghost Rider and Fight Club, we know the people of those situations couldn't be more different than it was. Primarily the entities laying beneath the surface of Blaze and Sebastian's consciousness. Ghost Rider is a hero who is fighting against external evil, while Tyler Durden is a villain hoping to unleash his own eternal evil on across the world. Now again, however, even though he's a superpowered hero residing inside his consciousness, Johnny Blaze His situation is so much darker than Sebastian's, as he is surrounded and controlled by demons who take pleasure in regularly tormenting him, making the Marvel comic version of Fight Club way more disturbing. Okay, so again, let me know your thoughts about that. I just wanted to fill you guys in about, the Ghost Rider, the Robbie Reyes one, and then the Johnny Blaze one. The Robbie Reyes one and the Johnny Blaze one. Again, let me know your thoughts, which Ghost Rider article you liked better. Again, I think it's really cool that you know now, and you see in that one article I told you about Robbie Reyes, he came really close to beating the Hulk. And then also that other article I just finished where you had comparing Marvel to the Fight Club, where you had Johnny Blaze, the original Ghost Rider, who was portrayed in the movies by Nicolas Cage. I think it's really, really cool, guys, because let's not forget that Ghost Rider is a hero who actually is he gets his fuel from fire, and basically like his like demonic and his like demonic over controlling element. But again, guys, let me know your thoughts. Let me know your thoughts, and you have a great day. And I'll see y'all around in the next one. Bye, everyone.